live on my YouTube channel. Hello, everybody. Good morning, good evening. Hello, Philippines, and hello, world. We're not going out tonight, so let's just go on live. I think it's better if it's vertical. I mean, can you hear me now? That's strange. Yeah, they are actually here at home. The English people are here, so they're next door sleeping already. They still have a jet lag. Couldn't vlog them because of some privacy. Um, they don't want to be in public, so I respect that. How are you? Just had my dinner, had pizza, gin and tonic. Didn't cook tonight because we just came back. We were in San Fernando, Pampanga a while ago to pick up the Gileas Cara. What was that was taken off again, babe?
Four-wheel drive prop.
The
Shaft.
propeller, was it?
Prop shaft.
Prof shaft? What do you call that in English? The propeller for the
Prop shaft.
ah
Prop shaft.
prof shaft.
Yeah.
So unfortunately, I cannot drive the car for 4x4. I could only drive it for 2x2 at the moment. So just the front wheels. And then we're gonna bring that to Manila branch, which is we find it strange because um what do you call this, that car is just less than 2 years old basically, so it's crazy. It's strange that it just suddenly come off, like the screw, it's just basically unscrewed. That's why. And that branch, the Gili, I'm so dissatisfied with their service based on what I've experienced when it comes to service. Gili Makati is very excellent. They gave us a very excellent service when we pick up the car 2 years ago, and then when we had the PMS or the maintenance service, it was smooth, it was excellent. But then here in Gili, San Fernando, Pampanga, they only have one technician. It took us a month, and unfortunately, they still haven't had any evaluation about the car, because we were actually complaining to Gili why it happens, how come that it happens, given that it's just a 2 years old car and the mileage of it is just 20,000 mileage. So, and I'm so lucky that I was not the one who's driving it when it happens. Because if it's me, I don't know what I don't know what will I do. And imagine if I was in the middle of the NLEX, if there's a lot of if there's a lot of cars. That's the blessing in disguise that there's no accident. Oh god, disaster today. Car issue. They didn't put the engine bracket on. True, it was gearbox, but it wasn't that much to fix. Are you in the west or? Because the problem in the Philippines, the service sometimes is so bad. It's slow. The Philippine, some companies in the Philippines, there's really no efficiency. That's the problem. Oh, in Dubai, I presume in Dubai, because people in Dubai loves cars in Dubai is cheap. I presume that the service of cars dealers there and maintenance are way much better compared here in the Philippines. Hello, Louise. Thank you for being here from Honolulu, Hawaii. I have my grandma and cousins and uncles there in Hawaii. No, they are all cheaters. Business is business, isn't it? Terrible. There's a lot of sports cars in Dubai. But when was the last typhoon in Dubai? Like a massive, like there's a flood, which is very unusual to happen in UAE. There was a flood, and then there's a lot of cars that has been fucked up. Couldn't imagine. So any more dramas with the house? Oh my god, there's a lot of dramas. You mean in building the house building? So I don't know if you've noticed when I was vlogging, there's still a backhoe or an excavator. Hi, double trouble in Asia. Hello, Vanji and Chris. Thank you so much for being here. I hope you're doing well. Are you back in Bohol? Yeah, so about the house, way back about the house, there's a drama. Oh my god, there's more drama. Of course, it's Philippines. There's always gonna be a drama. So when we've started, this is the chismes, which I haven't mentioned in the vlog yet. When we've started the excavation of our plot, one of there was a vacant lot there as well. There's no house. So the owner went there and then asked us if they could also excavate, and if they could also use the backhoe or the excavator that we're using once we're finished. And then we told them, yeah, that's fine, as long as then we asked them, do you have um the permit, this and that. They said they haven't. And we thought that it's not gonna be a big problem for us, because what they were saying, she's Filipina as well, and she is married to a Danish guy. They actually have a lot of business here in Subic Bay. They own couple of houses here as well in Subic Bay. So what they were thinking is to just what do you call this? To just clear the land a little bit. In that way they can resell it, because it was literally look like a jungle as well. So they've started the excavation. They used our permit, because obviously the excavator, it needs a different permit for that to go inside our village. So they used our excavator, they paid for it, but they used our permit. So that was the problem. And then they dig in too much. So imagine, this is the lot, and then they were like it's hard to explain, but they dig too much. They excavate too much. That we're not supposed to have a retaining wall on the side, on the right side of our property, but now it seems like we have to put a retaining wall. So we had a meeting with them that took us 3 to 4 weeks to settle a meeting. Just to have a meeting with them took us 3 to 4 weeks because they were not really very responsive. And to be fair, the only good thing about it is the Subic Bay Freeport Zone and the land and asset really take an accountability, or they are the one who became a middleman for both of us. So we had a meeting there in Subic Bay office. And hopefully there's gonna be a result with that, because they got caught, obviously. They got caught that there is no building permit and they are excavating. So that's the drama. And we will see what's gonna happen after that. If um Because it's not just about the concern is the perimeter line of our property and their property, since it's a slope. So we have to have an agreement on how are we gonna protect the soil moving forward. Because for us, obviously we're already building the retaining wall in front, and we will definitely build a wall um on both other side and at the back. So that's the drama about our house, about our construction. And then when it comes to the workers, everything is doing well. Aside of some, because I've experienced handling or taking care an entire team when I was still in the corporate world or in a banking industry. Now I realize that it's hard to handle the construction workers compared to the office people. Actually, there's pros and cons, because the people in corporate world are also stubborn, but they are more afraid to um, do absences, lates, and cash advances. I mean, in real world, in corporate world, you cannot ask the company to do a cash advance, which I understand. I understand why, because obviously they are living on a daily basis. The only hassle with that is to track, because if they are 15 to 20 people, and then you have to track every cash advance that they're doing, and then at the same time I also have to track the materials and everything. So it's a lot of hard work, but I'm not complaining. Thank you, Lord, for these blessings. We'll get there. Can we skip to the can we skip to the good part? No, 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 no. I can't wait to the good part, like interior already. Because I'm not really into constructions. Like I'm learning about pipes and everything. I'm excited about the interior because I wanna do the design of the house, the style of the house. Thank you so much for being here, Martin. Double Trouble in Asia, CV Adventure and Cooking. Hello, Makajowa Official. Wow, Makajowa Official. Hello, Graham. Good evening, good morning. I can't remember, where were you? Australia? Was it Australia, or am I right? Australia? Am I right that you're the one from United Kingdom and then you transferred in Australia? Thank you for being here. Makajowa official. Thank you so much. Bakit ang ganda mo, be? It's gin and tonic effect. Charot. Opo, Australia and born in UK. Oh, I remember. And then Zane, I was on live a while ago. I just stopped it because we had a dinner. He was from was he Tennessee. Yes, I remember you, Graham. Cause so I was on live a while ago. I was asking, would you date a Filipina? Yes or why not? Why and why not? No, I'm taken for granted. Char. Subic Bay. Was it Date in Asia, I think. I Date in Asia. Sorry, oh my god, what am I talking about? Double Trouble in Asia. With Vanji and Chris Channel. Makajowa official. Makajowa? Are you a jowa? Are you yeah, Double Trouble in Asia. Talaga be, outs naman yan, hindi na siya single. I'm not single, but ready to mingle. Charo. Char. Mingling. Mingling, mingling, mingling. Jingle bells, mingling, jingle bells. Oh my god. We're actually supposed to go. I was actually planning, the original plan for today is to do to pick up the car and then do the horseback riding. But I was so exhausted. I don't have energy because I'm such a tita already. I'm such an old woman, Char. We don't have energy because we're always so busy every week, and weekend feels like a reward. So, so we've decided just to go home and rest. Because also we have to sort the wages of the people a while ago and then sort their transportation. So that's why we head back. I've been following you since and watching your uploads. Thank you, Graham. I hope you like my videos. A tita. Yeah, I'm considered as a tita in Manila. That's what we were saying. Because when I was younger, oh my god, 9 o'clock is too early. It's currently 9:24 in the evening here in the Philippines. When I was in my 20s, 9 o'clock is too early. I remember when I used to go to party, like we have to wait 12 midnight. Because that's the peak of fun in Makati or in Malate when I was in my 20s. Yeah, and the lifestyle of date Double Trouble in Asia, Vanji. She got so much energy, I think. That was me when I was 20ish. Over with it. But sometimes I missed it. Actually, sometimes I miss the nightlife. But when was it? When was it? 2 weeks, 3 weeks ago? Yes, he was originally from Leicester, but when I met him, he was from Epsom, Surrey. I don't know if I pronounced it correctly. They were telling me that why am I still not adopting the English accent? Darling, like that. It's hard because I'm in the Philippines, but maybe if I am in UK, I could easily adopt it. Nag-dinner ka na ba? Yes, I had my dinner already. We had pizza. There's a nice Italian pizza here in Subic Bay, which is also cheap. It is only well considered for other local brands. It's a little bit expensive, but if you will consider it in a nice Italian pizza, it's considered cheap because it's only the range of the pizza is more in a range of 600 to 700 pesos. And there is an authentic mozzarella. So it's good. There is a famous horse race there in Epsom. You will know about. Maybe that's the reason why he said yes, and maybe that's the reason why he was not quite impressed with El Caballo place in Clark. Because if he's really gagging for it, we're gonna push it. But we were so exhausted, so maybe that's the reason. I've experienced riding a horse, but I feel like it's gonna be so cool um riding it properly. Like if I will be trained properly to ride on a horse, and then you're gonna run with a horse. Oh God, that's that sounds exciting. That's one of my things. I'm not into bars anymore. I am more into outdoors activity. I did the diving, scuba diving, trekking, um and then now I am more into driving, and I also want to experience that horseback riding. We also did guns last time, firing range. I enjoyed it last year because I just it's a shame when we were so busy with all of the activities, I wasn't even vlogging. I do have some short videos for Instagram, didn't even upload it as well because I don't know, I was not really very into I only have 1,000 of followers in Instagram because it was private before. I only have like 400 ish in Instagram because my profile is always private. I don't post very much until I realize actually I love editing and everything. It's just that it's time consuming for me. I've ridden a horse before. I was born in country in the UK, East Yorkshire, and the horse riding was quite scary for me. I feel like it's so nice to do a horse or horseback riding in UK because of number one, it's cold. I don't know. Because in the Philippines, you stay there outside, you're gonna smell like a sun already. 5 minutes when I go to the construction site, 5 minutes to 10 minutes, I can smell the sun in my the sun smell on my skin. In UK, if you do the horseback riding there, and then there's a lot of nice nature, greenery. Oh, it seems so amazing. I don't know the El Caballo here in Subic Bay. I haven't been there. Maybe that's something that I should check. Thank you, Makajawa. Horse, chigirig, chigirig. What's the sound of the horse? Chigirig, chigirig. That was my brother's. What's the sound of the horse? Chigirig, chigirig, chigirig. And then he smashed himself, and then he got him. Oh God, it's so crazy. I just remember it. What's the sound of the horse? Chigirig, chigirig, chig. And then he ride on something. I can't remember what was it. And then he smashed himself, and then he cut his forehead here. That's so funny. Oh, that's lit. That was a funny memory. Mm, that's nice. It's not very crowded. That's good. I was born in Santa Ana, Manila, where it was crowded. Manila is very crowded. So I'm used of the noise, I'm used of the loud people, I'm used of um because Filipino speaks louder than Europeans. I remember when my family, my brothers was here, and then my partner was upstairs. And then he ran downstairs because he thought that I was like having a fight with someone. And then he realized we were just talking. It was just literally because it's loud. And one thing I've also noticed with English people, you guys speak very soft. Not literally soft, but it's very, what do you call it? Proper. I can't the word is there. I just feel like it's very elegant. May single ka bang friend na bearing jowain? Unfortunately, most of my friends are taken. Because I have a limited friends. I don't have much friends. Because I value the quality than the quantity. So most of my friends are married. Either married or they are in a relationship. They have single friends. I couldn't think of any single friends. May is in a relationship. Claudine is in a relationship. Jaja is married. Rapunzel is married. Mm, I don't really have sorry makajowa. I have single aunt. Where are the other people? Where are the couples? The what's their name? Vanji and Chris. I think they are also on live. Maybe it's Saturday night. They are having fun outside. I'm gagging to do the firing range. Let's proceed with a Graham, are you dating any Filipina? Are you in a relationship with a Filipina? Why are you in the Philippine are you mostly in Filipino channels? Are you dating a Filipina? Why Western people love dating Filipina? And why Filipina loves dating a Western? Hello, Adzi. Because Filipina is so fun. Hindi po, I'm single. I would like to date a Filipinas for serious relationship. That's great. Yes, you can easily get a serious relationship with a Filipina. I mean, not easy, but it depends. What's your age bracket to date? But age doesn't really matter. Depends on the life experiences of the person, in my opinion. Hindi po, I'm single. And Graham is ready to mingle. Normally, on weekends, because on weekdays, we're both so busy and working. On weekends, we tend to go out, or if not, we watch a movie at home. And now I choose to be on live instead of watching a film. I would like to date a Filipina for serious relationship. Have you dated one before? Why do you like to date a Filipina? Why? Hello, Luar. True. So basically, Makajowa was saying, I'll translate it in English. He said, sa isang relasyon naman be, wala naman niyang pinipili yan kahit magkalayo kayo ng age gap. So, what he was or she was saying is, in a relationship, it doesn't matter if there's an age gap. And I must agree with that. Age gap is just a number. So it still depends if both the man and the woman, or the woman, man will get along, if they will have a proper connection, if they will have um, a good commitment to each other. Yes, I must agree. Even with my soon to be mother-in-law, that's what she told me when she was here last summer, cuz she see me cooking, washing the clothes of everybody, like so she said um that some of the Western women, like, she got a relative in the West, the wife will not cook. She will just basically said, oh, reheat that food. She just bought it from outside and reheat it. The man or the husband will just reheat it from the microwave. It's because in the Philippines we're still be, regardless if you are a career woman, if you're a businesswoman, um if you don't take care of your family, your husband, don't take care of yourself, your husband, your children, you could easily be judged by the older people, the parents. They will not tolerate, because Filipinos are very family oriented. The parents itself, the grandparents, they will not tolerate if, for example, I have my mom or my dad, and then they will see me being a nasty wife or a nasty partner, they will not tolerate that. They will scold me. You should act up. You should behave properly and take care of your own family, or take care of your man. That's how it is in the Philippines. Because they value the family. Luar. My favorite food is beef pancit and lumpia rolls. Oh, I like lumpia rolls. We call it in the Philippines lumpiang Shanghai. Shanghai is from it comes from the term Chinese, but I don't know why it's called lumpiang Shanghai. But yeah, in the Philippines, it's one of the Filipino culture as well. Birthday is not enough, or it's not happy without a Shanghai, without a lumpia rolls. Either pancit or spaghetti. So the top three food on the birthday party for kids or for an adult is spaghetti or pancet, and then chicken, and then lumpiang Shanghai. That's the top three. And then if you can afford it, they will have lechon, which me, I'm not the greatest lover of lechon. It's one of my pet peeves actually. I don't like seeing the entire lechon on top of the table. It outputs me. I don't want to see it. Some Filipino, they love lechon. I like the taste of it, but I don't want to see the entire pig on top of our table. That's one of my pet peeves. The Philippines must nice to live there. Yes, John, thank you for being here on my live. You're right. It's nice to live here in the Philippines. Number one, it's because of the weather. It's very tropical aside of the typhoon season, which normally around July to August. But then for further months, it's really nice to live in the Philippines because of the weather. Number two, it's because of the people. Um, Most of the Filipinos can speak basic English. It's because it's part of our subjects at school. So as early as 3 years old or 4 years old, there's an English subject in ours. If you are gonna be in kindergarten, so it's English. That's why Filipinos can speak in English. And then as age goes by or as time goes by, if you will have a proper education, go to the high school or college, then your English vocabulary or your English will still improve. That's why most of the Filipinos can speak in English fluently. So that is the second thing. And then third thing is, in general, Filipinos are very happy-go-lucky, in my opinion. Even if we are struggling financially, even if there is a problem inside the house or within the family, or we all know that everybody is fighting their own battles, right? But if it's Filipino, regardless what battle it is, we can still have fun. We can still laugh. So we don't Filipinos doesn't really moan so much. We don't complain so much. We just deal with it. Even if there are some Filipinos where for example, some Filipinos doesn't have a food to eat, but they are still laughing. They are still having fun. It's because that's how we deal with it. We're already starving, so why would we embrace the feeling of starvation if we could just have fun? But there's pros and cons with that as well. Western women demand to be equal to men and have a professional career. This is all fine and I have no issue with it. But Filipina are still traditional and is why Western men seek a Filipina. Yes, we're still traditional. When I was starting, because I've had my own career when I met my fiance. And then, of course, life happens that sometimes you have to sacrifice a little bit. I have to sacrifice my career for me to take care our relationship, for me to take care what needs to be done for our future. So that's how it is. I remember 3 months after we moved here in Subic Bay, I was literally crying. I'm going crazy because for the past 10 years, I've been hustling. I've been like, I know my routine for the past 10 years. Wake up in the morning, go to work, after work, go to the gym. Then after that, the next day, this and that. basically my lifestyle was just hustling there in BGC. Like tush, 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 do this, that was just my lifestyle way back then. And then every Saturday or once in a while, twice a month, I will travel. So that was my lifestyle before I met my fiance. And then when we moved to Subic Bay, I had to post a little bit for my career, and I'm not used of not having the same routine or not having the same um life pacing compared to Subic Bay, because I feel like when we compared to BGC, I mean, because I feel like when we move here in Subic Bay, um it tends to be laid back a little bit, because we were adjusting about the place, and then we were also adjusting about us together because we're living together. There's gonna be a lot of adjustment from LDR to living together, because obviously we're different. There's gonna be a different behavior. I'm from Manila and he is from UK, so there's gonna be a different traditions. There's gonna be a different childhood traumas. There's gonna be a different um, attitudes. So had to adjust, and sometimes you really have to sacrifice the career for your relationship or for your family to work on. And I don't have any regrets with it because I'm living the best life. I'm not complaining. I don't have anything to complain. Even if we are so busy about everything, I don't have anything to complain because who am I to complain? Everything that he promised, which I didn't even ask for, I didn't even demand, everything is everything is happening for a reason. So also, as long as you are genuine, you'll get what you deserve, in my opinion. Where am I? There's where's one different comment, professional career. That's all fine. I have no issue with it. Yeah, we want Filipinas are balanced, in my opinion. We most of the Filipinas are actually very devoted as well with the first family, like with the parents, with the siblings. We want to have a better life for our parents and for our siblings. And then at the same time, we also have to have we want to have a better relationship with our partner, a better future with our partner. There's a lot, it's a lot of hard work, and a western man should also understand that it is how it is to be with a Filipina, because she is most of the Filipinas are very family oriented. Some men, I think some western men will not really fancy or will not really um are not really open for the Filipinas who've got baggages when it comes to her family. But sometimes you really have to deal with it. It's because that's how their or our culture. But on our end, actually, it's opposite. It's opposite because I don't have my parents anymore. My mom died when I was 12, and my father is somewhere around the world, which is, I don't know where he is, and that's how it is. So I don't have any baggage. And then my two brothers were actually living their life already. They have their own job, they have their own career. So basically, it's just me. I'm his biggest, I'm myself is the biggest baggage. Charot. So he doesn't need to take care of anything. It's just me. And he used to joke, like, yeah, it's you, but you're expensive. Char. It is actually it's his what do you call this, it's his will. I never demand. That is what he wants to build a house, then go for it. You want to marry me, go for it. So I don't demand. I'll just That's how Filipinas are. There are some Filipinos who will also demand what they want. They will demand the you need to help me, you need to help my family. But at the same time, don't worry. I'll take care of you as long as you will take care of me and my family. There are some Filipinos that are also like that. It's because they're really very family oriented. They care about their family so much. Thank you so much, Makajowa, for subscribing. Yes, guys, please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to my channel. Please help me grow my channel. I've just started, so I will definitely post more videos. I'm actually so clumsy because I used to use um I've had a camera, the DJI, and I'm so excited to use it. Like I've only used it for 2 months, less than 2 months. And then after my Manila trip, I've had a UTI, so I have to go to the hospital. And then I just accidentally drop it on the water, so I got wet. Now I have to use my phone again. But I'll definitely vlog more. So, wow, that's interesting. Thanks, Luar. Hindi ko pa na-try kumain ng this Japanese food. What's with the Japanese food? I like Japanese food. I like one of my favorite in Japanese food is actually cool this ala. California maki and salmon sashimi. I love salmon sashimi. Oh my god. Oh god, I can eat it now. Salmon sashimi. I love lumpiang Shanghai. Yes, lumpiang Shanghai is good. Here in Texas, we have a restaurant that is homemade Filipino food. Shanghai lumpia is the best. Yes, Shanghai lumpia is the best. Hello, Kelly. How are you? Hello, Mr. Wiper. Thank you so much for being here. I'm doing well. Just chilling at home because I don't have an energy to go out. Thank you, Daniel Alfredo Villegas Vargas. Wow, that's so long. That sounds so Spanish. Hello, mi amor. Hello, hola, saludos acade. It's hard. Kumustas? Kumusta, Senyor Daniel? Char. Thank you for being here. Hello from India. You're an angel. Thank you, Kakoti. Kakotai? I don't know how to pronounce it. What, Luar, what do you like to do for fun? Working out. I like working out. I like going to the beach. I used to dive before, but due to my eyesight, couldn't dive much because I'm always having a vertigo. Someone is asking, what is better? Are you LDR or you're always with him? There's pros and cons with LDR, and I would prefer to always be with my partner than LDR because LDR, it's a lot of hard work. It's a lot of work. You have to trust your partner, and you also have to be committed more. You have to make an extra effort to make your partner feel loved. When we were in LDR, we have to make sure that we are updating each other. We have to make sure that we are communicating to each other. We also have to make sure that we have our babe time every weekend. So, because I was always busy at work way back then. And then if it's weekend, I have to, instead of going out at night with friends, I have to make sure that I will spend time with my partner, even if we are in LDR. We are on video calls. Um, doing our date night online, having a wine together, having a movie together, even if we are on LDR. So there's a lot of hard work if you're in LDR. Of course, it's so much better if you are together already, living together. It's because that's how you will know him or her as a person. You will see the behaviors. You will see how she is or how he is in the morning. You will see how is he or she gonna react when you're having a tantrums, bad moods, bad day. You will see how is he or she gonna take care of you. You will see how both of you with you will see how both of you will deal when it comes to hardship in life. So it the relationship will be tested if you are actually if both LDR and um together. Wow, you're really beautiful. I know, right? Char. Thank you so much, Rasmus Johnson, for being here. And very dominant woman. Hoy, I'm not a very dominant woman. That's what you are perceiving because this is how I talk too. But when I'm with my boyfriend or with my fiance, I'm just really such a baby girl. You can ask him. I'm just really a baby girl. I am submissive to him. Um I'm not putting my own chair, but that's how people presume to me that I am very dominant. Yes, I do really have an alpha personality, I could say that. But when it comes to my man, I want to be just like a baby girl at home. He's the leader. So, and I'm the queen. The queen needs the king. That's how it should be. The king will always be the king. I'm scared of Filipino woman. No, Filipino women are very loving. Branda Foster, hello. Thanks for being here. What kinds of pets do you have? We only have one. Which is here in Subic we only have one, which is the French bulldog. His name is French. His name is Filbert, and he is next door playing around. And anong maganda sa isang relationship para tumagal ng pagsan? So basically, Makajowa is asking in Tagalog, what is good advice in a relationship for it to last long? Commitment. It's a matter relationship, love, relationship is a commitment. Regardless of what happened, up ups and downs of the relationship, happiness, sad, trials, as long as you are committed with the person, regardless of what both of you goes through, you'll be able to survive. Because if as long as both of you love and respect each other, you care about each other, and both of you know how committed you are to each other, you're gonna survive. You will survive whatever the trials is in your relationship. That's what I could say, and that's what based on my experience. Because our relationship, it's been tested so many times, but I could say that I could actually I am confident enough that we are very committed to each other. You're sad at heart. I feel your mom here. I feel your mom not here anymore, but she is watching from heaven. Yes, my mom died when I was 12 years old, and that's the saddest part, actually, because I wasn't able to share to her my journey. I wasn't able to share to her my progress in life. Like, my mom is my number one supporter. She used to be a stage mom. Like, when I was in grade school, she will tailor all of my costumes because I used to attend different events at school. All my costumes and everything when I need. to go on top of the stage, it's gonna be her. She will create my own costume. She is my number one supporter. If I need to dance at school, she will, sometimes it's not just my own costume. She will make an entire costume for the entire dance group. That's how supportive she was. And it's just sad that she is not here with me anymore, because imagine if she's still with me and I could share my blessings. Because one of my dream before, I remember when I was in grade school, one day if I got a job, I'll be able to bring my mom here, this and that, because one of our bonding when I was a kid as well, how old I am, to 11 years old or 10 years old way back then, we used to go to Glorieta in Makati. So we will go there to either to window shopping or buy groceries, and that's one of my favorite bonding with her. And then I feel like when I was younger, oh, one day I'll get a job and I'll be able to bring my mom into a different places in the Philippines or somewhere in other country. That was my ultimate dream when I was a kid. I want my mom to experience the life that she never had, is because they were actually poor when she was younger. So education just really education in my mother's side is very important. Even if they are poor, my grandparents try their best to support their education. That's why they were able to get out of poverty. And the new generations, which is us, are so lucky that we don't have to experience the very hardship that they've had when they were younger. So yeah, I know that that's one of the thing that runs in my heart and in my head as well, that I always think about her, that every decisions or every actions that I do, is I always think, is she gonna be proud of me? That's how it is. So she's still my core. I always think if my mom will be proud of me with my actions or with my decisions. I wasn't able to answer Zane's question. How old is your partner? Is in 49. And Graham, for a Western man, adapting to a Filipina in a relationship is extremely easy. Filipinas are definitely more desirable to Western man because they hold those traditional family values. Yes, you're correct. It's because obviously one of the core thing around the world, I think one thing in common that people are gagging for around the world is love and family values. That's one thing that we're missing sometimes, the love, respect, and family values. Thank you, Kelly, for holding this topic in your vlog tonight. Thank you, Graham. There are, because Makajowa official mentioned that there are some LDR that are cheating to their partner. Yes, because there are weak people. Because obviously, if you, which understandable, but I could understand why they will go through with that, but it's not an excuse. If you can't hold yourself, then might as well end the relationship instead of cheating, in my opinion. If LDR is not for you, then what's the point of you pursuing the LDR? Diba? And if you want to end the LDR, then make an effort to be with your partner instead of cheating with someone. That's what I told my partner before. We can't be in LDR for the rest of our life. We have to make a decision. What are we gonna do for our future? Either I go there or you go here. Because obviously he doesn't want me to go there. Because we want to embrace the Filipino values. I need some water. Water. Need some water. Hi there, Javier from Central Florida. Thank you for being here. Would you date a Filipina, Javier, or are you dating any Filipina? Be, ano yung bawal sa pag-ibig sa relationship? Bawal? What is not allowed in a relationship? Of course, cheating is not allowed. Cheating, entertaining someone else's attention is not allowed because that will lead to cheating. If someone appreciate you, if someone appreciate your beauty, say thank you, appreciate it, but it doesn't mean that you will entertain the flirt, or just don't flirt, as simple as that. And also be open to your partner. Tell him or tell her that you're having an attention from someone. What's your takeaway about it? But how do you what how are you gonna handle with it? How both of you will handle it? Graham. Kelly, you know it's true. You can be in a relationship with someone for 2 years, let's say, but once you live with them, that's when you truly know the person. There are faults and positives. Yes. I mean, I've been in a relationship. I've been in LDR with my boyfriend before. We were in LDR for 2 years. And on a daily basis, we're still learning about each other. Because there's gonna be on a daily basis, there's gonna be different scenarios in every um pacing of your life. Let's say for example 2 years, you are in LDR, there's still a sparks, there's still I don't know the English term of it. You are both infatuated to each other, you are both loving, there's still fire in your relationship, you are both gagging for each other. Now the question is, how are you gonna keep that fire? How are you gonna keep that feeling that you are still gagging for each other? So when you are already living together for what couple of years, that's where how you will find out, "Oh, hang on a minute, I'm seeing you like this at the moment. I'm seeing your flaws. I'm seeing your bad mood. I'm seeing your bad vibes. I'm seeing your this and that." You will ask yourself, am I still gonna be with this person for the rest of my life? Am I really in love with this person? Am I really um gonna spend an effort for this person despite all these flaws? So that's how you will see how committed you are as a partner, and that is how you will see as well how committed he is to you or she is to you. I remember we had because obviously our relationship is not perfect, we have fights, and because I'm not the type of person who will shout. I'm not the type of person who will nag so much. I will just, this is a woman, this is a Filipina thing. We will get tampo, we will be quiet for a while. So I kept quiet. We had a fight, I kept quiet. You know what I did? I went to the church. Because I don't like sharing my problems so much. I don't like bad mouthing my partner to my family or to my friends. So instead of opening up, or instead of nagging to my partner, instead of nagging to my friends about my partner, I went to the church. That's where I went. It was like 2 it was like 2 midnight. I drove there in Subic Bay Church. There's no there's no one in there. It's dark. There's only guard. The guard, I remember the guard even approached me. Are you okay? It's closed. No, it's okay, kuya. I just need some time alone. So I went to the church. There's a little chapel there that's open 24/7. So I was sitting there. I prayed and I meditate. I was thinking, despite this fight that we've had, I saw his flaw, he saw my flaws. Am I still gonna stay with this person? Yes, because I'm in love with him. That little fight is nothing compared to what we've been through before, and compared to what we are planning to be together. What are our plans together? And then I went to YouTube because I also follow some priest, Catholic priest in YouTube. So it just suddenly pop up in my algorithm. I send it to my partner as well when I watch it, because I was gagging to leave already, and then I watch it and then I realize that, oh, I would still love to keep this relationship. This is us. This little fight is nothing compared to how we are as a couple. So there was like, that was a homily or a gospel that the priest was talking about this couple. Like the man, it's his job to understand his woman, and the woman, it's also his job to understand his man. The relationship will work if both of the person will take time and effort to understand each other, because nobody's perfect. Me, as if I will be a wife, or if I am his woman, it's my job to listen to him. It's my job, or it's my responsibility to submit, to trust him. Also him as a man, it's his responsibility to listen to me, to understand how I feel, to understand, and to provide. That's how it is. So at the end of it, like, I went back home, and then I went back to him, and then we talked to each other, we settled the problem, and then we're good, and then we're moving forward. So that was a fight. That was one of our biggest fight, like, a year ago, I think, and it never happened. So sometimes you will really there's gonna be a hardship in relationship, but the number one thing you ask yourself is how committed you are to this person, and how this person, your partner, how committed is he or she with you. Beautiful baby girl. Hello, baby boy. Beautiful Joe. Hello, baby boy. Jack Maravillosa. What is the meaning of that? Is it Spanish? Maravillosa. Maravillosa. Graham, cheating is an ultimate betrayal to your partner. Trust is one of the fundamentals in a relationship. Yes, you are right. Once the trust is broken, it cannot be repaired. Yes, that's why you have to make sure that you will not cheat. Wait, there is a big news, or there is a big trend here in the Philippines. This Filipina and Filipino celebrities, they cheated to their partner. I remember a silly question. So this was a silly question to my partner before, and because I'm not really conservative, I'm very I like dressing up. I like dressing showy clothes. And then there is a it's like Netflix. It's an adult what do you call this, platform here in the Philippines, when they will create short films, which is an adult short films. The Filipinas will show their bodies there. It's not porn. It's not like sex porn, but it's a film that executes adult um, relationships, intimates. And then I ask him, um, what will you do if I got an offer from Viva Max? And then he said, yeah, that's fine. You can, I don't mind if you build a career, if you go back to modeling, or I don't mind if you go to, I don't mind if you go through that type of career. And then I showed him, do you know what is Viva Max? He said no. And then I showed him what it is. Like, he said, no, of course I'm not gonna allow you to do that. Can you imagine double standard if it's him who will be in that show? Of course, I'm not gonna allow any woman to touch, although it's one of my fantasies. I want to see him with another girl, but that's just a fantasy, not a reality. So he said no. So same with the relationship. Um, that's why those two celebrities, it's trending here in the Philippines, they cheated to their partner. It's because they're always together. The celebrities, the what do you call it, love team, they are always together, so they traveled together for the film. That's why they developed their emotions, they developed the fire, and they neglect the relationship that they've had in outside of the celebrity world. Why Filipino want attention? Everybody wants attention, call me Jesus. It's not just Filipino. Although Filipinos are very clingy, we don't want everyone's attention, but we want our man's attention. There's a difference with that. Diba? There's a difference with that. We are not really gagging for someone else's attention, but we want our partner's attention. Any more further questions? So, you guys, are you gonna date a Filipina? Graham said he would love to date a Filipina. When are you planning to be here, Graham? You said you will be here. Martin, are you gonna date a Filipina, or are you in a relationship with a Filipina? Yes, try it out, Zane. Try it out. There's nothing to lose, diba? As long as you will not give your entire bank account to a Filipina, so that's a big no-no. Don't send money right away to the Filipinas, guys. It's not really necessary unless you are really willing to help and they really need a help. Just give it a try. Kelly, I'm hoping to return this coming January, February 20. Oh, that's a month to go. If that's gonna be January after Christmas, it's actually a good weather. January, February on Valentine's, you could date someone here. Your fifth visit. Great. What is your favorite in the Philippines? What's your favorite place? Do you eat Filipino food, Graham? Since you mentioned that you love Philippines so much, the people, the food, the culture, the amazing natural beauty of the Philippines. What's your favorite place in the Philippines? My favorite place is Manila. Char. Yeah, I love being in Manila. But I love Palawan. If we could get married in Palawan, but it's so expensive to bring the entire people here. There, I mean, the entire family. Because I have lots of family and friends. Kilawin. Tuna kilawin. Skin, hold on. Any further question, guys? What's the meaning of maravillosa? Maravillosa. Hi there from Central Florida. Mm. Yeah, you can visit Subic Bay. Did you search the Asaya? I'm not sure if you will like the room, but the ambience outside is really good. What's the most romantic thing a man can make you feel special? Uh, his time. I feel regardless one thing that makes me feel so special is regardless of how he feel, regardless how stressed he is, regardless how busy he is. If I say, babe, there he is, present for me. That's one of the most romantic thing is that I appreciate on our daily life. When I say, babe, even if like I just woke up in the morning, I just said, babe, there he is. The quality time. This because that's one of my love language, the quality time that he spent for me. What's your OnlyFans account? I pay good. I will pay. What's your OnlyFans account? I pay good to see you. I'm sorry, I don't have an OnlyFans account. I'm not an OnlyFans girl. I've just started my YouTube channel, so your like, share, and subscribe is very much appreciated for me already. Thank you so much. Born, born, born the game. Yeah, so I'm sorry I don't have OnlyFans. I don't even know how OnlyFans works actually. I just know that there's a lot of sexy girls there. Yes, I did. I will go there and the Lighthouse Resort. Yeah, just you could also message us if in case you want to hang out with us. You'll be very much welcome, Graham. There is who? There is who? The pillow. Because I don't have anyone to hug tonight. Char, would you hug me? Hello, Emerald, Jack. Hello, Rory. Yeah, I don't have an OnlyFans. Born the game. Damn. Only fun when the men go to give money away. Oh, just well, if that's their preference. If it satisfy their happiness, I don't have any problem with that. It's their money. That's they work for it. They spend it. How they spend it however they want. You can meet the love of your life on OnlyFans. Yeah, you could as well. Depends on your preference. Rory Bellamy, what city or town are you living? Cebu? No, I am actually here in Subic Bay, Zambales. Graham, Kelly, it's late here in Australia. It's nearly 1:30 a.m., so time to sleep. Great to be with you again. Good night. Thank you so much, Graham, for being here, for staying here on my live. That's really appreciated. Have a good sleep. Good night. I love with Asians with some good wop wop. Wop wop. I don't know what is wop wop. I've been to Subic Bay. Yeah, did you like it? Where have you been in Subic Bay? Why were you in Subic Bay? What are you doing here? What did you do here? Were you a military, or were you a backpacker, traveler? Excuse me, I'm sorry. Whoop whoop. I will go back to Zane's question. What's the most romantic thing that a man can make you feel special? Showing commitment. From the very day one, showing commitment. It's very romantic. Will you be my girlfriend? Oh, diba? That question, will you be my girlfriend? Will you marry me? Isn't it romantic? Most of the men are afraid to ask that question. 360. 360. Oh. Whole body. This is not an OnlyFans. So I couldn't give you the 360 of my whole body. Oh, there you go. Thank you, California SGV. Born the game. Yes, you're correct, Zane. The feeling of loving and feeling loved is the best in the world. That's one thing in common around the world. Everybody is gagging for love. But sometimes some people can't take it. Thank you so much, Rory. Men who try to convince a woman that he loves her, she owns him. Hmm. Yeah, compassion. Compassion, big word. What do you mean, Rory? Riddle, what must be broken first to be useful? Broken first to be useful. Couldn't think of. You're crazy, born the game. Okay, talk to you later. I'm gonna take a shower, go to sleep, and dream about your wop wop. Whatever the wop wop is in your dreams. Have a sweet dreams. Sweet dreams. Good night. Egg. Oh yeah, you're right, Rory. Egg. What else aside of the egg? You have to crack for it to be useful. Can't think of anything. Egg. Egg is a good source of protein. It's never enough if she requires him to prove he is loved. It's never enough if she requires him to prove he his love for her. The man should prove his love, but at the same time, the woman should also prove her love. It's two-way to work around. It's not just a man's job to show commitment. Woman should also show commitment. How can you, I mean, how would you expect your man to be committed to you if you're not committed. It's double standard. You want to have a proper relationship, then be a committed one, so that your partner will commit to you as well. Show commitment. What does a woman have to do to show commitment to him? What did I do? Just based on my experience. Well, first first adjustment that I did was actually spending time for my partner, because I've been single for the past 5 years and I'm not used of updating anyone. Like, I'll do what I want, I'll live what I want. But if you're in a relationship, you also have to consider your partner. You have to consider what is gonna be his takeaway if you do this, if you do that. So that's gonna be I show commitment in a way that I think about him. I show commitment that I am present for him, because it's I think most of men just want their woman to be around to support him emotionally, mentally, physically, feed him, cook food for him, take care of his things that needs to be done, support him with his dream, be be his best teammate, supportive. That's how it is. That's how I showed my commitment. We were both a team. His plan is my plan is his plan. His battle is my battle is his battle. His achievement is my achievement is his achievement. Kelly, what are your talents, skills, hobbies? Play music, dancing? I can dance. I love dancing, but I don't do dance anymore very much. Maybe my dancing skills is just 70%. I can also sing, but not as like other Filipinas who've got a very high pitch tone. Do you want me to sing for you tonight, Rory? I can sing a little bit, but not too much. Just 70% as well. I will be there will be a Christmas party here in our house, and I've invited the band, so I might sing with them and I might do a vlog about it. I'm gonna upload that in YouTube, so it's for you to wait and find out. She's a very good singer. Resonate band. So I don't really have a very good voice compared to this competitive Filipinas, because most of the Filipinas loves to sing. Sensible man, hello my dear, how are you doing today? I'm doing well, thank you. I hope you're doing well as well. Where are you from? What time is it in your country? Thank you for being here. Gigi Delano. Not familiar with let me search, hold on. Because I don't familiarize the names unless it's really very very famous. Oh, it's too early. Yeah, it's too early. That's why it's nice, but that's why it's also nice to go on live in the morning, because um everybody is what do you call this? Awake early morning in the Philippines, because it's nighttime in US. Are those fake boobs? No and yes, because I'm wearing it. There was a live stream that they've been talking about my boobs. I like wearing what do you call this? Push ups. I couldn't show it. Obviously, it's what do you call that? A sticky bra that push up your boobs like that. So It's 6:43 in Southern California. Good morning. Good morning, Philippines. Good morning, world. Good morning, Southern California. Good morning, Texas. Welcome to Just Kelly's show. In today's video, charot. Well, I would like to tell you look amazing. Thank you very much. What's the name of the singer as well? Where's my YouTube music? No, I haven't been into. I not in the West. I haven't been in America. But I used to work in American Bank. That could be the reason why. Actually, my English is not really very good anymore compared to when I was still in corporate world. Like I could speak in English all day, all night. Given that I'm in a relationship with an Englishman, I don't and I speak English 24/7, sometimes I feel like I speak in English just for the sake of speaking, because Filipinos are very concerned when it comes to grammars. That's why some of the Filipinos are not really um confident enough to speak in English, just because they are very concerned with the English grammar. And me personally, sometimes I just speak the way how I just speak to speak without even thinking if the grammar is right or wrong, which is I don't think I feel like it doesn't really matter, especially to Western people. It What matter is you were able to convey, you were able to express yourself, and what matter is they were able to understand you. You are hilarious. I love your sense of humor. Thank you. I can be really crazy sometimes. I can be very fun. Depends on my sugar levels. Sugar levels. Hala, what was the name of the singer again? I forgot. I'm trying to search it. Gigi Delena. Ah, Hui, it's one of our favorite actually. Gigi, she's very pretty. Yeah, I know her. Not personally, but I know her. So, yeah, I'm fan of her. Let's see. I'm not really familiar with the names, but when I see the face, I remember it. Yeah, I like her voice. She actually experienced some mental breakdowns, and then there were times that she stopped singing, and then she came back. She have a very good band. Her band was very supportive. What am I wearing? Jumpsuit. Blue jumpsuit. This is what I'm wearing all day. It doesn't look appealing at the moment, but this is what I'm wearing. Because we were in Clark a while ago. I haven't changed yet. This jumpsuit is actually, it is 4 years old already. Would you recommend an American to move to the Philippines? Yes. Of course. It depends on the lifestyle that you want to achieve. If you want to experience, because in America, um sometimes everybody's being woke, but then in the Philippines, the family culture is really good. If you will be living here alone, that's gonna be a little bit hard at first, but if you are a type of person that could easily adjust, then you will survive, or you will like here in the Philippines, because you can converse with everybody. It also depends where in the Philippines, and depends on what type of lifestyle you want. If you want to have a laid back lifestyle, you can live in provinces near the beach. If you're into the beach, if you are into waters, if you are also into mountains, you can live somewhere near the mountains. But the only problem with the with some of the places is getting a supply. It could be hard. Also, if you are an American, you also have to make sure that there is a nearest immigration in the place where you will live. Immigration, why? Because you have, if you will not do the what do you call it, retirement visa, which you have to invest 1 million, I think, in Philippine peso in a bank. You have to deposit 1 million pesos or so inside the bank for you to have that retirement visa. But you can live in the Philippines without that retirement visa, only for tourist visa, which you have to renew your visa 1 month, 2 months, and then 6 months for the entire 3 years without going outside of the Philippines. So you you have to stay near the immigration office. In that way, you can stay here legally. So yes, I could recommend. I will definitely recommend for Western man to live here in the Philippines. I would suggest also to try to experience life in the city first before you go to provinces. In that way, you will also see the goods and the bads of both areas. Just don't settle right away in one place. For example, just stay in a certain place for 6 months or so. Don't buy a property there right away. Stay there. I mean, obviously, foreigners cannot buy, but if you are with the Filipina, I would suggest that do not buy the property right away unless you really want to buy it for her and for her family. If you guys want to stay near her original town. But if it's just gonna be you and you're dating a new girl, I would suggest just stay in a certain place 6 months or a year. Experience how the life there is. If it's not for you, then look for a different place in the Philippines. Or you can go here in Subic Bay. I will be building a villa soon, so you might want to experience that in the future. Nag-promote. So, yeah, definitely Texas made. I will recommend the Philippines. How will I see that? You message something and I can't see it, Rory. Your jumpsuit is very good. You should video different outfits. I Can I come to see you? Yes, you can come here in Civic Bay. Crazy kid. Joker, well, Americans can own property. Yes, Americans cannot own a property. All the Westerns cannot own the property here in the Philippines, but there are some legal ways about it. You can put it in a corporate name, and then if you have a Filipino partner, I would suggest don't buy it right away under her name, because I've noticed, or I saw some videos in YouTube that there are some of these Western men, and then they broke up with their Filipinas, and then they are fighting about the land, about the property. It's because the property is under the Filipinas name, but obviously the Western man is the one who paid for all the expenses, and then the Filipina will fight for it because she will say that it's under her name. So that is not a good move for the foreigner. So what you can do is, if you really want to have a house, what you can do is either you build a corporation. The only problem with that is there's going to be a tax, and then there's a way. I would suggest talk to the lawyer what's going to be the different option instead of buying it under her name. So you can leasehold that under her name. So basically, she cannot sell it in the future. So it's gonna be 60% under the Filipinas name, and then 40% is under your name. In that way, both of you, she won't be able to sell it if in case something happened in your relationship. Or you can leasehold the property here in Subic Bay. Here in Subic Bay, you can actually leasehold the property for 50 years, just like condos in Manila. You can leasehold properties, houses here for 50 years. And that's gonna be one of my thing in the future for our villas. Um, most either Filipinos or foreigners can definitely take advantage the rights for our villas in the future. And that's gonna be that's definitely legal here in Subic Bay. Can you own condo? Can you own condo there in American? I want to start a business in Asian country. Yes, you can start a business in the Philippines because they are very there are some places here they are open when it comes to investments. That is also a good way for you to retire in the Philippines because the currency, obviously the currency from America or from the West and currency here in the Philippines, there's gonna be a big difference. So you can be a billionaire or millionaire here in the Philippines and you can use that as an investment. Do you live in Olongapo? I live in Subic Bay. Olongapo is part of, I mean, Subic Bay is part of Olongapo. So, yeah. Big Daddy Boom, aka Mr. Know It All. Hi. Hello, hello, Big Daddy. Thank you for being here. What exactly does modern Filipina mean? Um, Modern. How will I explain it? Just me. Because I feel like I am modern compared to others, but I still share the same. Um, I am more modern in others in the way how I think sometimes, and with my styles as well. But when it comes to family values and Filipino attributes, it's the same. Are modern Filipinas ladies located in big cities, are they aligned with more Western thinking like feminism? Not really. That's sometimes it's becoming this, that is the perception. Because sometimes that's the perception of other people towards the modern Filipina in the cities. When in reality, we are born in a crazy lifestyle in the city. You have to hustle. You really have to work hard for you to live in the city. Compare if you are in the province, wake up in the morning, just I mean it's harder. Actually, I feel like it's gonna be harder to live in the province, but the demand, the cost of living is not as expensive as in the city. So in the city, you wake up in the morning, if you don't have chicken in your field, if you don't have rice in your field, you won't be able to eat. So you have to hustle. You have to work hard for you to earn for you to earn a lot of money to buy foods in the city because it's more expensive. That's why our modern Filipina ladies located in big city are aligned with more Western thinking. Western thinking when it comes to, I think when it's because some of the Filipinas in the city, we tend to adopt how the Western people think when it comes to business. For example, me, I used to work in an American bank. I couldn't mention the name of the bank, but efficiency matters the most if you are working with Western people. You cannot just, because sometimes, I don't know, guys, if you've experienced dealing with the Filipino agencies, governments, everything is so laid back. The time frame of the things that you need to do in the Philippines is so long. Compared to if you have experience with the Western businesses, this, because that's how the Western works when it comes to businesses. And sometimes the Filipinos who are working with the Western companies, we tend to adopt the pacing when it comes to efficiencies. Also, that's how we tend to adopt the other cultures on how the other cultures from Western thinking. Like for example, the way we dress sometimes, or the way we talk, is because of how we deal with the Western people. But it doesn't mean that we will neglect or we will forget the core values of the Filipinas. Most of the Filipinas in the cities, we tend to have our own career, but at the same time, we also take care our man at home and our children. I do have a lot of friends that are still working in a corporate world, or they have their own business, and then at the same time, they also take care their husband and their children. For example, one of my cousins, Riza, she have her own business. She owns one of the branch of Inco, somewhere in Cavite and somewhere in Laguna. But when it comes to being a housewife, she is literally a housewife. Her husband is still the main foundation of their family. Her husband is still the leader. And I'm actually surprised sometimes how she managed to do it, because she's doing her business and then at the same time there she is doing some activities with her children, taking care of taking care of her daughter Kali. So she's more flexible. She's very flexible. Western thinking, I think one thing that Western man afraid about the modern Filipinas is that we may act the same like Westerns, like forget the family cultures, forget the real value of a woman. There's really no feminism much, because we still value our man. That's how it is. You may see me like this, like the way how I talk, but when I'm with my partner, he is the leader when it comes to our life. Yes, correct, Zane. In Thailand, foreigners can own condo but not land. Is it the same in Philippines? Yes. You can own a condominium in Manila or somewhere in the cities like in Cebu, but not the land itself. Here in Subic Bay, you can leasehold the land like a condo for 50 years. Yes, Joker Wild, you're correct. Modern means educated and knowledgeable of the advanced world. You're right. Yes, Joker Wild. In the United States, time is money. Everything needs to be done immediately. Because what's the point of wasting time, 'di ba? There's no point of wasting time if this thing can do it now, what's the point of you putting it like on top of your table and waiting of after a week? Sometimes in Philippine government or sometimes in other Filipino agencies, that's how it works. You just need one signature for this one paper. But that one paper, you have to wait for that for 1 month. Why? It's because there's gonna be different people that needs to handle or that needs to be transferred that type of paper. You know the bureaucracy here in the Philippines. For example, I vlog about getting an ID here. For you to get an ID, you need to have a certain ID. For you to have an ID, you need, which is understandable, but what one thing I don't understand is there should be just 1 to 2 windows only. Oh, One window, validate the information. Okay, that's good. Process the payment. And the next window, take a picture and take your ID. As simple as that. Why do you need to have multiple windows and fall in the line for those 5 windows? Instead of you spending just 1 hour, you have to spend like 2 to 3 hours just for you to take care of that ID. I don't really understand that sometimes here in the Philippines. Do you feel that the Philippines will start to modernize to compete with other Asian neighbors in region? I heard that Philippines is trying to be a bigger player in Asian Pacific region. Yes, I hope so. The only problem in the Philippines is it's so corrupt. The government officials here are so corrupt. Like, they are trying to achieve something, but at the same time, they want to prioritize their own pocket first before prioritizing the Philippines improvement. But I hope one day that it will be more modernized. I am I'm not gonna have a fight or argument about that Thailand is so much better compared to Philippines, because yes, the infrastructures, the businesses in the Philippines, the restaurant options, because I've been there, the restaurant options in Thailand are so much better compared to Philippines, unless you are in Greenbelt or in BGC. Also, Singapore, Korea, Japan. I mean, Philippines really have to improve a lot, and it's gonna take it's gonna we need to remove a lot of corrupt government officials before we achieve that. Modern woman is a must for any man looking for advance economically. I must agree, because if you, let's say, if you are a type of man who wants to improve your life, of course you want a partner, you want to have you want to be with a woman who could also help you to go there, isn't it? It's not just you want a woman that you will just carry and put so much baggage and pressure on your life. Of course you want a woman not for you to carry, but you want a woman that you can hold her hand and for both of you to walk together towards your goal. Walk or run together towards the goal. Not like you have to carry a woman. That's how I think. What every time that me and my partner are doing something, I'm always thinking, what can I do for him? What can I do for us? What can I do for us to achieve this certain goal? That's Unfortunately, government officials are corrupt everywhere. That's why they love being in the government, because that's their goal. Charot. Who? Yeah. For what I've heard, Philippines has everything to become a much bigger economic force in region. It is a shame that corruption is holding Philippines back, because it will benefit all Filipinos. Yes, we have everything that we can do. We have a very hardworking Filipinos. We have supplies. We just need to improve everything. One thing that I would personally, if I'm the president of the Philippines, one thing that I will focus on is education. Education and health, medical medical field, education for all the poor people. You know what? Here in in US, there's a certain type of law where you can also file or you can apply for student loans. Here in the Philippines, we don't have an option for that very much. If you're poor, you're poor. You cannot borrow any money for you to support your education unless you have a family member who could help you to bring you to the school, who could help you for financial support. How old are you? I'm 16. I'm 16. Charot. I'm 32. Sexy, nice, darling. Love you more, baby. Thank you, Mario. Love you too. Mario Martinez. Me from Mexico, Mexico. Mexico. I love Rosalinda. I used to watch her. What's her name? Salia. What's her? I can't remember her last name. Salia. She's so pretty. She never aged. My God. The way how she looks like when I was a kid, she still looked the same until now. What's the biggest secret for the Mexican woman? Why is she so pretty? And she's so sexy. The hips. Oh my God. She's so sexy. The body curve. I appreciate woman's beauty and brain. Big Daddy Boom. I heard that the only thing you have to do to become an elected officials is to become a famous in the Philippines. Most Filipinos voted on popularity and such much on education or public record. That's the problem. I mean, nowadays, yes, there's a lot of celebrities or famous people that are running to be in an official, in a government officials. But I think one thing is they have to have a good interest. It's not a personal interest. They should have at least good education. They should know about the laws. They should know how will they be able to bring out the Philippines in poverty? How are they gonna be able to make the Philippines better? But one thing I love about the Philippines law is you should be Filipino for you to run as a government officials. There was a big thing here that one of the Tarlac mayor is unfortunately a Chinese person who pretends to be a Filipino, which has been in court trials for like couple of months. I don't know what happened to her. I think she got. I didn't watch the previous news, but they caught her already. So unfortunately, she's not a real Filipino and she pretended to be a Filipino. I don't know how did she do it, but that's how some illegal activities has been opened here in Tarlac and in other places in the Philippines because of that, which is still subject for investigation until now. Um, but yeah, in the Philippines, you should be a Filipino, which is a good thing because I believe in other countries, especially in United Kingdom or England, some not English people are running as their government officials already. Prime Minister. Imagine in English country, the Prime Minister is monkey. Charot. Oh my God. I don't want to say anything, so I just said monkey. So, yeah. Talia, sorry. I love Talia. Ay, amor. I don't know the lyrics. Rosalinda, mi amor. I love my mom, and I used to watch her. That's one of my bond with my mom. I remember the hips swaying, Talia's hips when she's swaying. Rosalinda, mi amor. Fernando, Fernando. But it was obviously it was dubbed in Tagalog already. But oh my god, Salia and Fernando Jose. Asian and Latina women are very sexy and beautiful. Yes, but Latina woman, oh my god, the body, the hips, they are so sexy. Trump was elected on popularity. Yeah, but Trump is good. He came from a very good family. He got a proper education. He's a businessman. Filipinas is good, darling. Yes, Filipinas. Taas of, oh, we have a thing in the Philippines that if you're with a Western man, we always say to each other, to our co-Filipinas, raise your Philippine flag, girl. Takes proud of it. Raise your Philippine flag. Ask your Filipina about it. What what is it all about? If we say raise your Philippine flag, I believe that the Philippines needs to focus on debt sharks who overcharge on interest, and also try to give incentives to people who are forming productive families. Also try to fight inflation. Oh my God, you're so right with that. Sometimes, because it's also you have it's hard to neglect those productive families. Like, can't say much with it, but yeah, we need to focus on lowering the interest. I think around the world it should be like that, but it's hard. Especially after COVID season, I think the entire world got like double, tripled the debt of the country. Sensible man, I've learned at my age and experience that I learned at my age and experience that I've had, you can only focus on what you can control and not worry about all the other BS. When you do when you do that, you're just causing yourself stress for nothing. Yes, you're right. That's why I always hold on, let me just wipe. Why is it, if it doesn't cause, I mean, if it doesn't affect you big time, why would you stress yourself so much? Although sometimes it's really hard to control the emotion, isn't it? Joker Wild. My grandmother married a Filipino and they moved to Mexico. Hang on, your grandmother is a Filipino, so you have a Filipino blood. Filipinos and Filipino and Mexicans, there are some in commons, isn't it? There are some food. So you have Filipino blood. Filipina grandmas are the best. Filipina grandmas are the best. Again. Filipina grandmas are the best. I assume you know that, Joker Wild, because if you grow up with your grandma, or if you've experienced being with your Filipina grandma, support Filipino farmers is the key. Areas like rice production will prolong. Yeah, exactly. You know what, Big Daddy? Like, there was like a scenario in the Philippines before. I can't remember what year was that, but I was still a kid. Imagine, Philippines can supply a lot of rice. But we're running out of rice. Can you imagine that? Because Filipino government hides the good rice, and then they hide it, and then they gave like all the shitty rice to the poor people, which is us. And then we have to buy that for 25 pesos way back then, 25 pesos. And then after that, like couple of weeks or months, they released the good rice, and it cost 40 plus pesos already. They just did it to double the price. That's one of the rice crisis that I remember when I was, I think, 8 or 9 years old. Because I remember, my God, that was the first time in my life that I've experienced that our family is struggling to have rice. Given that my father was working abroad that time and we have enough um funds to stock up a rice, but we can't because there are only government is only limiting you to buy 1 kilo or 2 kilos of rice per day, and they only want you to buy that NFA rice, which is very hard. Like the quality of it is very bad. Amen. Just Kelly. Crypto. Thank you. Crazy. Plug Plug Asian. Good morning. Good morning. Good evening. Wherever you are. It's good evening, Philippines. Good morning in your country. I'm having a little bit of allergic right now. This is because we went to San Fernando a while ago, and it's very polluted. Excuse me. I'm sorry for that. Sensible man, life is too short to worry about the negative. Must stay positive and enjoy life, or you would just be another one of those unhappy people in the world. Correct. Focus on silver linings of the life. Sabi nga, as the Miss Universe mentioned before, there will always be a silver lining in life. So if there's a negative that is happening, surely there's gonna be a positive thing that's about to happen. So why would you stress much? Unless it's health issue already, in my opinion. I'm so bothered about health. It stressed me out last October, because if you will notice on my channel, I've started my channel July, and then I stopped vlogging for September and October is because of my grandma's health. I was so consumed with that. I was so affected, so I couldn't be myself. That's why I stopped that. I postponed a little bit, and then I went back this November. October, was it? Yeah, November already. So thank you guys for being here with me, for supporting me. That's really appreciated. Please help me grow my channel. Please subscribe. Don't forget to subscribe, like my videos, comments. I'm open for any of your comments, suggestions, especially about our building, our constructions. If you have further suggestions, which we are just still in our retaining wall. Also, if you have suggestions for me to vlog, sure, why not? I mean, actually, you know what? I actually have a lot of topic that I want to discuss in our vlog, such as about my relationship, about the Filipinas, about my life, my previous life. But since I also have a lot of things on my shoulders, so I just couldn't sit and talk too much about it yet. But I'll get there. I'll get there. We are concerned because we are concerned for humanity, especially people who are not given fair and just opportunities. Yes. Yes, because everybody, I mean, there are some people, if you just, there are some people, um, for example lang, I do have some cousins. They are very smart. I grew up with them. They are smarter than me. When we were in our school, I'm only one of, because in our in elementary school, there's top 10 students, right? The top one will be the highest, the one who got the highest grade. When I was with my cousins, I'm only in a range of top 5, top 6, top 7. I never been in top 1, top 2, top 3. But my cousins, they're always in top 1, top 2, top 3. The only problem that the only problem why they wasn't able to finish their education is because of poverty. It's because no one can support their expenses for schools. So that's sad. And of course, I mean, I'm lucky. When my mom died, my aunt helped me with my education, with my college expenses. That's why I was able to get out of it. I was able to have a better life because of that. Because you need, here in the Philippines, you need to finish your degree for you to have a better job. Because if you will just start in an starting job, you won't be able to survive very much because of the salary. Imagine your salary is only, let's say, 500 pesos to 600 pesos. How are you gonna survive with that? And then you will start your family. You will start to pay for rent, pay for electricity, pay for water, pay for internet, pay for the food, pay for transportation, and then you will bring the child in this world without any savings or any financial support. That's sad. And also there are some people as well there. Let's say these construction workers that are working with us. They have the skill. They have the skills. They just need to have one luck. One good luck that will help them to get out of poverty. Because they are very hardworking. It's just that the money that they earn is not very enough to support the entire family. For example, you're a construction worker, you have 4 or 5 kids. You have to feed all of them. You have to pay the bills plus your wife as well. How are you it's not enough. Sometimes when I'm thinking about them, how can it how? But of course, I cannot just give everything because we also have different bills that we have to take care on our own. But I think I'm helping them in a way that they have a source of income. And their rate is actually higher than the normal rate in Manila, given that they are here in Olongapo. So I'm really concerned with them, but I also don't want to be take advantage. I also have to be careful a little bit. My grandmother is Mexican and she remarried an old age Filipino to her Filipino boyfriend and they both moved to it. Ah, so you had a Filipino grand. Oh, she had a Filipino relationship. But regardless, I think every grandparents' love is different. Yes, Big Daddy, you're correct. The system is about oppressing the less fortunate. The cards are stacked against the working man and ladies. No reason for families not to be able to afford rice and basic groceries. Exactly. And nowadays, my goodness, the rice is going up and up and up. The rate of the price of it. Big Dad, sorry to hear about your grandma's health. Oh, I hope she is doing better. I'm sorry to say, but she passed away. Um, she was 89 years old. It's gonna be her birthday this coming December 17. Um, September December 17 is her birthday. So September 15. I remember that because I was in Reka Resort when I did the vlog. I was there, and then my aunt rang me. She was what do you call this? She got hospitalized because her stomach is aching and she got mild stroke. And then it's because she's too old already. She wasn't able to survive. She's been in the hospital for like 3 weeks. That's why way back then I stopped vlogging because I keep on driving Subic to Manila every weekend just to spend time with her because as much as possible I want her to feel that we are all there for her. So she couldn't talk, she couldn't move anymore. She was just she was just on bed, and then she couldn't breathe. So we have to put a tube on her already for her to breathe and for her to eat, which she was against about it before. And then my brother managed to convince her to do that. It's because there's gonna be a lot of family events that's gonna happen, and the, we tried to motivate her to keep on fighting. And then after that couple of weeks, she can't breathe, so the doctor had to do a procedure here to open this so that she can breathe. They put tube in here, and then after that, after they put tube in here, a day she passed away, which was October 9, a day before my birthday. So yeah, unfortunately, she passed away already. And we didn't good thing there was a we only brought her to public hospital because we can't afford to bring her in a private hospital anymore because she's been in hospital in and out for the past year. And we didn't pay anything at all in the hospital, which is good. We only paid for the other expenses such as the medicines. Also, she have life what do you call that, insurance, death insurance or life insurance. So we didn't pay anything for her um cremation or wake as well. I thought about vlogging about it, but I feel like it's a little bit disrespectful to my family if I vlog about my grandma's wake. But it's also a good topic about the typical wake in the Philippines, because I've heard, as my partner said, that in the in the West, the wake will only take, or the viewing will only take like sometimes just a day or 3 hours, and then cremation or a thing will happen. But in the Philippines, sometimes it lasts for a week or two. My grandma, it lasts for 2 weeks because we have to wait for other relatives to come back home to the Philippines. Because some of my uncles are in the US. So we waited for them to go back home for them to see my grandma for the last time. Previous life. What do you mean previous life, Joker? Are you asking what was my life before? Or is your Big Daddy Boom, is your boyfriend the Filipino or foreigner? He's a foreigner. He's an English from England. Zane Patterson, have a good evening, angels. Dreams to you. Good night. Are you gonna sleep already? Thank you so much for being here. Good night, sweet dreams. Philippines needs infrastructures development, taxation enhancement, housing development. Philippines is falling behind due to population growth. Yes, exactly. It's because there's no proper education. There's no proper education for reproductive system. I mean, there is no family planning. Sometimes the people that are in poverty are the one who are having a lot of childrens, because what can they do what in their house? Nothing. So they will just boom 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 bow. They will just do the boom boom pow because they don't have anything to do. They don't have job. They don't have any hobbies. So they will just do. And some of them are also young adults. Some of them are actually teenagers, like 13. As early as 13 they get pregnant. It's because they are not aware. There is no proper sex education in the Philippines. It becomes like, I don't know. But I don't know, but when I was in grade school, in our school, the teacher, I remember in science subject, we used to talk about reproductive system already. So I don't understand why. Maybe it's because they don't go to school, I don't know. So that's the reason why there are a lot of um, kids in the Philippines. That also triggers that booms the population. A Philippine needs infrastructures development. Yes, because the quality here of the developments as well are very outdated. One of our contractors, they were forcing or they were convincing us to do the riprap wall. Riprap wall for, I don't know, riprap wall for that slope type of land that we have. And of course, as a Western man, my partner, he is not convinced about it. That's why our building, it's gonna be in a it's gonna be a mix of Filipino and Western standards. That's why we decided to do that cantilever retaining wall. It's actually his idea. Taxation enhancement, yeah. Housing development, taxation enhancement. Um, I'm not sure how much is the tax thing here in the Philippines. When it comes to housing, you know what, guys? In slums in Manila slums, government offers a housing before. It's just that oh my god, it looks like the government provide the housing, but the housing is looks like a cockpit house. The house is it looks like for a chicken. It's not even looks like for a person. And I understand it's because of the budget. They crop or they took off some budget. Instead, let's say for example, for each house there's gonna be a budget of 1 million. Instead of spending 1 million for that certain house for a certain Filipino, the budget will only be like 200 to 300,000 or 500,000. Exaggerated the million, but maybe let's say 300 or 500,000 per Filipino, sorry, for Filipino families. The budget will be taken off because of the corruption. And the government tried it. Also, there are some stubborn Filipinos as well. Let's say the housing, they will transfer you in Montalban or they will transfer you somewhere in north. And then the Filipino in poor area, they prefer to stay in slums in Manila is because their reason is they have their job there. If they move somewhere in north, there's no job. So basically, if you will do the housing, you also have to provide a source of income in that community. Have provide the housing and then provide a job, a source of income, so that these people in slums or in poverty area, they will be willing to move. But some Filipinos, they are not really willing to move because they prefer to stay in some areas. public transportation system, they are trying to improve it. Um, but it's gonna be hard because some of the jeepney drivers, even the jeep, are so terrible already. They don't want to pace it out yet. They still want to use it, but there are I believe I'm not really familiar about the news about it yet, but I think they are improving the transportation. They are also engaging some electric vans or something like that, which in traffic I'm not sure about it. But one thing I've noticed in Philippine establishments nowadays, some of the malls and hotels, there's also a charging electric charging pots or areas for the electric cars. I plan on moving to the Philippines. Which areas has a cooler climate? Cooler climate in south is, if you will be in Luzon, you could stay in south area, which is in Tagaytay or Batangas. Tagaytay, it's a little bit colder there because it's higher. Or in north, you could also stay in Baguio City. Um, Summer capital of the Philippines is Baguio City. It's colder there. Just search about um, the residential area in Baguio. I'm not really familiar about it because the last time I went to Baguio was when I was teenager, 16. So that's also a good place to visit again, actually. Thank you. Philippines cooler climate. It's hot in the Philippines. Even for example, now it's December. So typically December is hotter. I mean colder, but it's still in the afternoon. It's still 30 degrees Celsius. So it's still considered hot. I bet you could build a house for under $10,000. How much is $10,000 in pesos? Let me check. 100,000 pesos. But the basic, cause steels. I mean, concrete is not that expensive, but the steels, the labor is not that expensive, but the materials is also a little bit expensive. I heard Baguio City though is more expensive to be prepared to pay higher prices in Baguio. I'm not sure about the Baguio. I'll research about it as well. I'm curious. Hello, Jean, Dikit, and Tam Sokton. Thank you. 500 pesos, I believe, yeah. I have 4 inches. Is it enough? What is your 4 inches? Other than inches, I have square meters. Charot. Inches, I have square meters. Oh my god, you silly. Oh my god, 4 inches. 4 inches. Oh god, silly. Our topic tonight is so crazy, isn't it? We jump to poverty, we jump to um politics, jump to about Filipinas, dating, relationships. Oh my god, I enjoyed it tonight, guys. Thank you so much for being here. And now we jump to 4 inch. I know my feet is size 4, but I prefer 4 hectares. I'm just kidding. I'm only 18%. I think I have to go soon, guys. I enjoyed talking to all of you. Good. Mm. Where is your location? I am here in Subic Bay, Philippines. Just Kelly, 32 from Subic Bay, Philippines. Ang taas ng energy. Subic Bay, Philippines. Yeah, there's a lot of potentials here in the Philippines. I could hire a few college grads to work on business project. Oh, actually it's nice to train college grads because they are all eager. They are very eager to learn. They are also eager to build their career. So if you're a Western man and then you will train this younger grads, it's good. You just have to be more patient because obviously they don't have much experience yet. But if you will train them, that's a good decision. As long as, because you can train the skills, but it's hard to train the behavior as long as they are not stubborn. But mostly the young adults nowadays, they are more eager to build their career. I've noticed in this new generation, there's a lot of pressure for the younger the modern adult Filipinos. They are so pressured. Even my cousins. I mean, Denise, one of my cousins, she is just still in college, but now she's hustling at the same time. She's working at the same time. I told her, you're lucky because your mom allows you to have a job at the same time while you're in college. Me, when I was in college, she keeps on stopping me even if I really want to apply for a job. She always say, no, you can't have a job, you won't be able to focus on your study if you have another job. But for her, it puts her so much pressure. She said, I need to have this job. In that way I'll be able to create um my network while I'm still studying, which is a good mindset because she wants to build her network and options while she's still finishing her degree. In that way, after her college degree, she could just simply jump towards that company, which is a good idea. She got so much pressure. Sometimes she feels like even if she's doing a lot of things already, she's gonna tell me, I feel like I'm not doing anything. I feel like I told her, come on, calm down. You're only 19 years old. 80, yeah, she's just 19 years old. Calm down. But I understand. Thank you so much. I like and subscribes to your YouTube channel and look forward to seeing more of your content. Thanks again, Kelly, for giving us information on your beautiful Philippines. Thank you so much, Big Daddy Boom. We've had a great topic. Thank you so much for your questions and topics as well. And thank you for subscribing. Thank you guys for all of you for being here. Please help me to grow my channel and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. So yeah, just keep on subscribing. Subscribe. Subscribe. Subscribe lang. You study or working? I'm working. I finished my degree already, so I took bachelor in mass communication. I finished my degree when I was 21. 21. Yes, 21. 21 years old. And then I started to work right away. I remember when I was applying for a job, I only have 50 pesos because I'm so embarrassed to ask for money from my aunt, from my guardian. So I only have 50 pesos. The first job that the first job offer I've had was actually a casino dealer, an online casino dealer in Ayala, Makati, but I didn't sign for it. I regret I didn't sign for it because the job offer was like 45,000 pesos that time. And that was my first job and I didn't sign for it. So, but there's also a good thing about it because if I signed in there, I might be stuck working in an online casino job, which is there's nothing wrong with that. But I feel like I won't be able to develop much skills or knowledge in it. I'm not sure because I've never been there. So, and then after that, within the same day, I also had another interview in Citibank. So that's the job I accepted within the same day. But obviously, the salary way back then was just 20,000 pesos. So 20 or 50, I can't remember if 18,000 or 20,000 pesos in Manila. And I was 21, 22 years old. So that was my first job. And then the salary just went up and up and up and up and up as years. Every year, I increased my salary 5K, 5K, like that. Average income of a college student, I'm not sure, but the basic salary in the Philippines, um, it depends for the profession. Basic salary is around 700 pesos, I think. 700, yeah, 700 pesos. For students, if it's just gonna be on the job training, you can offer them a little bit cheaper, such an allowance. And then once they were able to finish the on the job training, then you can offer them a higher rate when they get regularized. Oh my god, I remember on the job training I was only having 450 pesos a day. That was just basically an allowance from the company. But it was an on the job training. It was not really a regular job. There was just a certain hours. But that was way back when. 12 years ago or 10 years ago. That's $12 a day. Yeah, that's cheap, isn't it? $12 a day. What can you do in $12 in US? How much is 1 kilo of chicken in US and 1 kilo of rice? era. What's your takeaway about it? I cannot message retracted. Oh, what was that? The crypto, the Bitcoin, and everything is transforming the entire world. Sorry, I'm really having an allergic rhinitis. What type of business are you planning to do, Joker Wild? Confidential. Understandable, but I mean, is it food like that or corporate? It's nice to have a resort one day. One day. Okay, guys. I think I have to go because my battery needs to charge. Manufacturing and product development. That's good. Need that more in the Philippines. While you know that the rules, you don't talk about your business all or it will fail. Well, sometimes it's really not. Sometimes you have to hold yourself. Sometimes you really have to hold yourself for the plans to move forward. Hello, Beaner. Hi, babe. Hi, babe. Hi, babe. I need marketing and focus on distribution and sales once the product rolls on the factory. It's easy to market in the Philippines. Just get a lot of influencers, or you can get me. I can promote your business. Just just go to. Nowadays, most of the businesses are in TikTok. The marketing strategies nowadays is actually in social media. You have to pay. I'd suggest for you to get a very good social media manager to promote your products. You know the Uptown Mall in BGC? Most of the businesses there are being handled with one of my friends. She's one of the best social media managers. So that's the type of person that you should hire for your company. You have to invest for a social media manager. I'm not saying for you to take her because she won't be able to handle it anymore due to her um a lot of projects, but in the future it's really nice. It's gonna be a good decision to have a social media manager that will promote your business in market. 'Cause it's not easy actually. It's not if I was planning to do something and sell it on live, but it's really hard. You need a model for your products? Jane is asking. The commission on each sale will be big. Yes. If you need me to promote your product, sure. I'm willing to help. One day. One day. Depends on what type of product it is. Is it a toy? Definitely. You have to take your... No, not a toy. I'm just joking. Toy. Kids toy for Christmas. Diba? What are you thinking? Toy for Christmas. Kids toy. Toy is a good idea. You'll never get... I mean, kids will always want toys regardless if it even if the parents doesn't want to buy it, but if the kids really gagging for it, the parents will still buy it. So toy is also a good business. Oh, see, told you. Definitely you have to take care of your employees, because if you care about your employees, they will care about your products, they will care about your business, and your business will go rocket ship. Toy. Toy Kingdom. Imagine how much is the sales of Toy Kingdom in the Philippines. All right. It's nearly 12 o'clock. Oh my god, I lasted until 12. I lasted until 12. Normally I'm passed out already. Okay, I think I have to go, guys, and thank you so much for watching me for tonight's live. I will try my best to go on live. It's 8 a.m. and time for a cup of coffee. I'm gonna have my coffee tomorrow morning. I love black coffee with cinnamon on top. So, yes, guys, thank you so much for watching. Thank you for joining me here. It's nice talking to all of you. Thank you for all those topics that we've discussed. And again, this is just Kelly. See you again on the next live. So I'll try my best to live every day. But if not, I'm gonna go live on a weekend again. Good night. Adios.